It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's all up next.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game, because it actually affects the crowd as well? That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. First run now for Kyron Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Stafford. A quick pass to Kupp. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. 30 yards. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, they like to say.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know when you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4? Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Bobby Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to the 32. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker, they kicked the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Second and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. To the air again, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Looking for Campbell downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. A good pickup there at 22. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
John Johnson on the coverage.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. His kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On first down at Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stafford looks to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. There will be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys that call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Low silver, ready? Hey. Yanni. No,
Throwing is Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
no touch that. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Being chased out left. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That's right.
No touchdown.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
No touchdown. No touchdown. No touchdown.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That's good. For Eagles, first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 36.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
He can't get him down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be fourth down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on it man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 18. He'll look to Williams to begin things. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Rams.
Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Three quarters in the books. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And they'll come up second and 7. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 8-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
63.
Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that's caught by Williams.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's second down and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. That one looks like he'll throw here. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch him a little.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Great, set.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. One side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. Where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.